grid up and the algebra box up so that you can see what's going on, and then how to move that to the center of the screen. So if you go to GeoGebra toolbar and go to View, you can see that I've already got the algebra window clicked and the graphics clicked, and I've also got the input bar clicked. And that's what if that's not clicked on your screen, you should make sure they are. Then if you go to this directional arrow, this allows you to move your grid, and I'm going to move it to the center. The next thing I'm going to do is take this point tool, and I'm going to choose the very first one, which is just allows you to put points on the grid. And I'm going to choose it to label the points so that when I come back, I know I can see what happens to those points as they are reflected through the mirror line. So I'm going to place a dot at the origin. I'm going to place another one, and I'm going to make an L-shaped object. I'm now going to use the polygon tool to fill that in and color it. So I'm just going to go here. Now this is just going to let me drag to each of these points, and now I've got the polygon made, and I can change the color of that by just right clicking, going to Object Properties, and Color, and I'm going to choose a bright orange, and I'm just going to go 100%, and that will color the whole box in. I also don't want the polygon labeled, so I'm going to just take that label off. I'm going to just go don't show the label, or it is showing the label, so I'll just take that off. And now I've basically got my shape with the points that I want to view as they're reflected through the mirror line. I'm now going to make two mirror lines, one through the y-axis and one through the x-axis. So I'm just going to go down to the input bar and type in y equals 0. And when I click on that, that will then put a line going across here, and that's the line y equals 0 all the way across there. Then I'm going to do the same for x equals 0, and that does the same there. And I'm going to now reflect this object through those two mirror lines. So how do I do that? Well, I go up to this, and it says, and you can see this allows you to do all sorts of transformations. So you go to reflect about a line is what we want to do, and I'm going to select my object and the line, and it reflects it through there. And then I can do the same again, and I can select my object, and I'm going to, and there we have. And I could actually now reflect this through that mirror line. So I could go up here, reflect that, and through that. Oops, that didn't work for some reason, so I'll just try again, see if we can get that to work. Yeah, there we are, and I've made an H. And that's how you can reflect objects through a mirror line. I could also put in other mirror lines by typing in here. So I could now reflect that whole H if I wanted to. I could create a line x equals 7. No, I'll go 6. And that you can see is put in a new mirror line. I can now go over here and select, actually I can go to my reflect through a line, and then I can go here and I can highlight this whole object here like so, and then I can press on the mirror line and it should reflect the whole object through that mirror line. Doesn't seem to have quite worked yet. I'll try again. You've got to right click when you highlight that. Now I can should be able to just click on that. I'll just try the one piece at a time and see what happens there. So I'll just click on that and I'll reflect it through there. There it is. Now if I reflect that through there, yep, that through there, and this piece. So now I've reflected the whole H. Through this mirror line. I hope that helps you in this next exercise.